Welcome to Social Elo Ministries, where we are committed to glorifying God while exposing the devil. Please recognize when it's time to stop trying to prove things to naysayers. You're haters. There's some people where, quite frankly, it is not worth your time and effort to try to prove things to them. Jesus, during his ministry, there were people from the scribes and Pharisees who followed him with the express intent of trying to ensnare him. Even in John 8, verses 1 through 11, with the woman who had been caught committing adultery, they weren't seeking justice. They were trying to entrap him. There are times when Jesus cast out demons, and they accused him of casting out demons by using demons. And even when he was on the cross, they were still putting him to the test. Could Jesus have called on his Father to send angels to take him off the cross? Sure. But people still would not believe him, even if that had happened. But we know that Jesus had to stay on the cross to pay the price for us. And even the night before, when they arrested Jesus and they're asking all these questions, a part of the reason why he was quiet was they were naysayers. They were not going to believe because they had firmly decided that he was not the Son of God. Even after he died, they tried to cover it up because they refused to believe. Refused. There comes a time when you have to realize that you're wasting your time and effort by trying to convince people of something that they utterly refuse to believe. And I'll share with you the events when Jesus was on the cross in Matthew 27, starting verse 38. Then there were two thieves crucified with him, one on the right hand and another on the left. And they that passed by reviled him, wagging their heads and saying, Thou that destroyed the temple and buildest it in 3 days, save thyself. If thou be the Son of God, come down from the cross. You'd be amazed where the Lord will show people, for example, who you are, and others will refuse to believe. They'll make excuses. And in some cases, they can find a scripture to back up their claim. They just refuse to believe. Likewise, also the chief priest, mocking him, with the scribes and elders, said, He saved others. Himself he cannot save. If he be the King of Israel, let him now come down from the cross, and we will believe him. Lies. He trusted in God. Let him deliver him now, if he will save him, for he said, I am the Son of God. The thieves also, which were crucified with him, cast the same in his teeth. Now from the 6th hour there was darkness all over the land until the 9th hour. And about the 9th hour Jesus cried with a loud voice, saying, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani? That is to say, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? At that point, it was too late. Jesus had done more than enough. Where at that point, either they're going to believe or they were not. Simple as that. In your life, realize when you get to the point where whatsoever you present, either people are going to believe or they're not. And do not waste your time on those who refuse to believe. In fact, a scripture has come to mind. In 2 Thessalonians 2, where it states, starting verse 9. So 2 Thessalonians 2, starting verse 9. even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they received not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they might all be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. Let me start back in the 10th verse. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause God shall send them a strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. So it gets to the point where they cannot even believe the truth anymore, that they should believe the lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. Don't waste time on naysayers. One of the things that Jesus mentioned to his apostles was bringing their peace on a place. And if people refuse to accept them, to leave, take their peace with them, and to shake the dust off their shoes. Learn to recognize when it's time to shake the dust off your shoes.